I am an instructor in traditional, as I call it, martial practices. I collect some general physical developmental techniques, functional techniques for various sports. I directly focus mostly on hand-to-hand combat, self-defense and everything connected with it. At the age of 2, I was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. During the next visit to the doctor, physicians noticed that my hand was tightened. In other words, there was a contracture in the elbow joint. It turns out my hand was like this. My left leg, as far as I remember, was 1.5 centimeters shorter. The toe was over-tightened. The Achilles tendon was too tight. My beloved grandmother then said, "Well, a child has such a serious diagnosis, let's think about this special boarding school." My mom answered bluntly, "No, the child will go to a normal kindergarten. The child will go to a normal school." Since then, a series of miracles or eventualities began in my life. When I was about 5 years old, a doctor approached my parents and I in Gorky Park, addressed us and said, "Excuse me, I've noticed, what's your child diagnosis?" "Cerebral palsy." My parents said, "Yes, but why?" "I'm a doctor, medical professor. I'd like to offer an operation." At that moment, perhaps it was a revolutionary technology of some kind. However, now it's counted as the thing of the past and many people refuse it. I've had a surgery on Achilles tendon. Most likely it was a life-changing encounter, one of the key meetings and events, which have always been happening and are still happening to me. At the age of 15, my mother literally kicked me to the gym. We met my hand-to-hand combat instructors and I got into a team of hand-to-hand fighters. Once again, I started exercising with the same commitment. It was the beginning of the 90s. So far, it's been 28 years. Vadim has gone through it himself. Since childhood, he is a disabled person with cerebral palsy, group 3, but he has completely recovered himself, functions fully and trains other people, even the healthiest people. Now apparently I teach fundamentals of health and safety systems in complex. I guess let's take it more broadly, because in my case, self-defense and survival begin long before physical contact. This means, if you know that the place can be rather dangerous, try to avoid it in every way. My lessons are designed accordingly. That is to say, I also try to cover deeper psychological issues connected to the world order, interaction between human and environment. We don't just build up muscles, we really try to help people heal fully. Not only due to simple physical therapy, but also martial arts, fitness, CrossFit. All in all, functional, comprehensive organism recovery. I faced situations where mothers came to trainings and maybe they expected some special approach. To what I would say, "Lady, come, have a look at our trainings." Because if I have gone through this all, and I've learned it the hard way, I know there aren't gonna be special exercises. Mothers, when they come, first of all see lots of work. hard work without any regret, without any self-pity. Many hard physical exercises, somersaults, etc. Parents then think, no, how on earth can my child with disability do this? If I can't perform any of these movements, it's impossible. You never know what you can do till you try, says a very good proverb. So to speak, our main goal, and I'll say it on behalf of all the instructors, our main goal is to show the real capacity of what a human being can do despite his fears or doubts. You don't do something so that a new trainee doesn't notice or manages to overcome. I mean, there are plenty of ways. Letting go all fears and doubts. Performing a certain action allows the newcomer to get certain experience. The fact that he has been in this situation, lived through the task, and completed it means he can do it again 1, 2, 10 or 1,000 times. The result can be achieved only by constant, repetitive, simple, tedious and at times annoying movements. I reckon, during the training, firstly, there is no space for complaining. Secondly, the instructor is the boss.
Смотри, ты за 2 раза, да, и уже 2 броска перекидываешь. Давай.
This exact scheme of approach has appeared because of him, and I'm ready to express my deep gratitude towards him, because he has brought a huge amount of experience and a great deal of information. I don't hold a medical degree. Doctors may say 1,000 times that I'm not right at something. I have good intuition. I see the person, start working with him, try to find out what he lacks. Consequently, I start adjusting series of exercises. Then by experimenting and by multiple repetitions, we look at dynamics, if it helps or not. The focus of the training is initially targeted at the muscular motor memory. Cerebral palsy is when the brain works but the connection system of limbs and organs is broken. In case of brain damage, which is in charge of balance and movement coordination, is affected in particular. It means that all connections similarly work, but there is no coordinating organ, namely no headquarters. An idea came to me, so I tried to approach muscular memory through repetitive, monotonous movements, if such memory exists. I use stress preparation skills which we apply in self-defense systems. In other words, when a person doesn't have time to think and analyze, and the brain doesn't have time for that either, what he has left is survive, lift himself and do something. I understand that I need this, and life has taught me that nothing in this world worth having comes easy. I tell people about myself and always say, guys, I'm not a panacea. In other words, I'm a person without special medical education. I managed to do it myself, and if you want to try what I did, we will try it. I tell a person about responsibility and accountability for attitude towards the training process. When working with kids, especially in my class, it's allowed to make mistakes. I always say it's not a school and I don't give bad grades. On the contrary, the more mistakes you make, the more chances you'll have to correct them. Direct your energy into positive side, to those things you can do well. Our society suppresses a child this way. He comes to school, he does something wrong, he receives an F. His parents get invited to school. That's it. A child is scared of making a mistake once again because he's afraid that he won't be able to do it. And if so, he will be punished. Obviously, these blocks grow more and more. And in conscious age, people have to face social, psychological and other problems. What for? Here we start from reverse. You've come to me, first of all, I often ask parents not to attend classes. I understand when parents attend the first lesson, it's to make sure I'm there, that I don't treat children badly, communicate properly, it's needed to build trust. In my class, kids can whistle, play, smash something. With me it's fine, I say, on my trainings you can do whatever you like. When a child like this is born, he comes to the family. He arrives to the family with a certain task. He gives a task to the parents. And unless they move towards solution of this task, once again it's not a problem but a task, then very little will change. As it's now common, parents have a big hope, and it is of course a very good thing. Rehabilitation centers, funds, something else. But in most cases, parents are just seeking ways to shift responsibility, and kids feel it. Until you feel it yourself, believe in it, take it in your hands, you're going to be carrying this sack. However, on the other hand, it could be that a person understood, accepted, realized it, made the first step. And when such small knot unties, life changes. Maybe it's his mission on this earth, his grand purpose. I mean, to share what he has achieved with other people, who could really go through this path and heal completely. I don't like talking of it out loud, in order not to get a swollen head. Every time I stop myself and say, it's not me. I just ask the universe for strength, advice and guidance. Help, guide, show. If you think I'm ready, do it with my hands. Here I will give. Somewhere I will receive. My kids will receive. I don't know where and how I will receive, but it's a circle of life. As the word is, once you make good deeds, throw them in the water. The water will circulate around the earth and somewhere will return to you. In any case, the more kindness there is, the better it will be for everyone. I don't work for free because I have a family. Apparently I have social responsibilities and my own workload. I must come home. I must feed my children. I must do some housework as well, and I must earn money. Sometimes I feel guilty in the sense that I become sort of a dad replacement. I mean, all cobblers go barefoot. Working with someone else's kids, I have to devote my time to them more. But every time I work with them, I treat them like my own children, because we are all connected. I believe here we do very little. We are just conductors of a great universal power. Everyone calls it differently. Everyone has a right and choice to feel it. Take it in their hands and use it.